morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, October 27th. We are in a Scorpio moon. We're here to do some ready sprints, so let's get this thing going. All right. So how is everybody doing this morning? I already saw comments coming in. Before I get to those, let me give a recap to anybody who's new here. Hello, I'm KibbyRose. I am a writer by day, psychic by night. I like mixing up a little bit of my psychic intrigue with a little bit of writing fun. We're here to prep for nano writing because I know that's what a lot of people are working on lately. So I'm interested to see and hear what people are doing. I do usually a 10-minute sprint to start, then 4 25-minute sprints after that to, just set the day, the tone. I noticed that I needed stuff in the morning in order to get me set and going for the day, and that's why I do these. So let's check in because we already, Mavi, that's, I have tried. I have worked so hard to try to get your name right, and I'm failing bad. So I'm just referencing you as Mavi this morning. Hello and good morning. And she's wondering, see, I love this about our community. Everybody is wondering what everybody else is working on. Devin Cutting, one of our main peeps. If y'all don't know, if you haven't checked out his channel yet, you need to, because he's got playlists to the galore, writing sprint playlists that have saved me. And I actually organize my entire day pretty much based on his sprints, or the playlists that he creates. Nano writers, he is a big reference for a lot of those nano writing sprints. So if you're looking for those 8-hour sprint days, he's got them on his list. So check them out. There's also BC Brown, Savvy, Sako Toomey. There's a huge community. Laura Nettles, Lisa Daly, I think, is on right now. I think there's people going to be popping in and out from there. And Miss Mavi says hello again. All right, so we're going to do the first 10 minutes to get this going and see what happens. I'll do a bit of studying. Yay! Just a bit of and Soviet Union. Is it Gorbachev? See, this is where my English just messes me. Just really messes with me. And then I think I'm going to try to sit down to finish chapter 4 of my story. Yes! See? That's awesome. Oh, and Jack Brown. Jack also has a channel that does writing sprints for all of you people on the European side of things that do hop into my channel. He does sprints on their time schedule. So if you're in the European time zone and you need sprints to follow, he is a good channel. I was guest on his first live and I rather enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. If you like people that talk like me, yes. So the first 10 minutes. All right, then. Yes. See, and that's what I do the 10 minutes for, is just to kind of get your head set. Because even when I jump onto these sprints, sometimes like 10 minutes before I jump on here, I'm organizing stuff myself. Like I forgot to close my windows, for instance. So let's get that 10 minutes first going, and then we will jump back in, check in with everybody, see what you're doing for the day, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm going to pull this up. Oh, Mavis says hi to Jack. And Jack, I'm making some timers in Canva. Nice. But might get some writing done too. That's a smart idea, honestly. Oh, by the way, everybody, say hello to Bandit. This is my 125-pound pit bull. His other mommy is at work. She started a full-time job. So some mornings I'm going to have him in my room with me. Sorry if it distracts. Good if it distracts. Sorry, but not sorry. So, but just in case you're wondering who my guest is behind me, he is my puppy dog. All right, 10 minutes. 10 minutes on the clock. We're going to get this going in 3, 2, 1, and sprint. I changed it to a more little ghostly sound, if anybody noticed. All right, we're gonna put 10 minutes back on the clock so I don't chat your ears off. We're gonna check back into the chat, but first of all, I was very efficient that last 10 minutes. I was able to get all of my to-do lists finalized. I was able to basically cross off and add to, so we all know how our to-do lists go. And I was able to start actually writing and working on my book. So I'm super stoked about that. It looks like it's going to be a good day because I was able to focus on getting the banner and the clip art and everything done for my birthday stream on November 7th. In case any of you don't know yet, I am having my 40th birthday party on stream. I got a couple of guests, including Jack and Sako and some old friends of mine from one of the girls I have known since I was 10 years old. We did Pop Warner together. So it's going to be quite a flashback of time and past and present experiences. And I will be actually cheersing. I don't ever drink really, but I decided that I was going to have a drink for my birthday. So I'm hoping this stream will be a little bit more. It's going to be November 7th at 10. I think it's going to either be 9 or 10 o'clock my time, which is Central Standard Time. So I think I already have it up, posted and everything. The time might change on it, but if anybody wants to join me for my 40th birthday and have a little bit of fun, I have some games set up. I have some, yeah. So we'll see. I have games planned, but it's going to be by a fly by the seat of your pants. Very different than these sprint streams because there won't be any sprinting. It'll just be talking and chatting and friends. Let's check in with the chat. We got a lot. Oh, Jack says hi to the puppo. He's over here. He is not a happy puppo at the moment. We are dealing with a little bit of whining because his other mommy used to work from home, and he was attached to her by the hip. That's why none of you ever saw him ever in here before. So he is dealing with some major separation anxiety. So forgive me if you hear his whines in the background. I'm not going to punish him for it. He's allowed to whine. Also, pro tip. Oh, yes, I was reading this. This is very interesting. I actually, if I can, I would love to pick your mind a little bit about some copyright things because, yeah, I might want to add some stuff to my stream for my birthday, and I need to make sure that I'm not going to be breaking copyrights, and I can't seem to find any information on it. So for any of you that are that use Canva, pro tip, streamers in the chat, if you use music from Canva Pro, you need to download one copy of the file from Canva for each video or you make, or it trips their copyright system. If any of us are regulars, we know about having to contest and dispute copyright claims or everything else, which is also why I have questions for you, Jack, because there's something that came up that I might need to pick your brain on if you know a lot about it. Lauren Nettles, hey girl, I know Lisa. Oh, you know what? This actually is a perfect thing for me to break into because I just want to let everybody know I might be changing my Wednesday stream time to later in the evening. Lisa Daly is a regular. She's an old school. She's a regular. Evidently, she used to have the 11 o'clock time slot on Wednesdays, and I ended up picking it up when she was on her break. So I work from 2 to 4. So I'm thinking that, so I don't step on any toes and everything else, that I might change just my Wednesday streams to evenings, because I noticed there's a gap in our side of things on Devin Cutting's list. Again, a way to reference Devin Cutting's list. So just so all of you regulars know, check the timing on my Wednesday streams from now on, because Lisa's back streaming. Laura was with her this morning. So was I. And I don't want to step on any toes. So yeah, my chat was behind by a minute, I think. The chat, okay, there is a 30-second lag between my streaming and YouTube. All of us streamers experience this. So yeah, I'm sorry if there is a lag on your comments. It does take a minute because I stream through StreamYard to go to YouTube. So it tends to have a little bit of a lag. I'm not sure if I can join. I'm afraid I have school on Monday. That's okay. It depends on whether or not we are on distant or in presence. That makes sense. And I don't mind. I mean, it is going to be up on my stream. It is going to be up on my channel once we stream it. So if you want to go back and be part of the replay crew, you're more than welcome to. It with the people that we have that are going to be part of this chat or part of this night, it's going to be a very funny night. I have a feeling. So, is it possible to use that NCS type of music from YouTube on a stream? It should be possible. And that's some of my questions that I had is if you are purchased with YouTube Music, can you use their music live on stream? Like, does that allow? See, and I can't find any information on this. This is something that I've been looking at and I can't find anything. And I know YouTubers who have been demonetized for even playing YouTube videos. So yeah, I got to pick somebody's brain on this that knows what they're doing. And I even looked at vidIQ. If you guys ever need YouTube expertise on subs and stuff like that, vidIQ does a lot. Like they even take people's streams and pick them apart to figure out why they're working and why they're not. And they have a lot of information, more so than you can probably compile just watching their videos in one time. But I even searched their videos and I can't find an answer to this. So I'm not an expert and don't live in your jurisdiction. That's okay. But feel free to DM me. I've done a bit of research. And that's the thing is maybe you've come across something that I haven't. And that's why I want to pick your brain, because I've done my own research, but I'm missing something. I can't seem to find it. Hello, you are new for me. Pioneers in Petticoats with author Leah. I butcher names. Miss Mavi already knows this already. I butcher names horribly. So I tend to stick with the easy names. So Leah, if it's okay, if I can just reference you as Leah, I would appreciate it. I butcher my clients' names too. It's just I'm a psychic, so I work off energy, not necessarily names. So please forgive me. My dad is a sound engineer. Copyright law is a big deal. Yes, I know, and that's why I want to be so careful. I worked in the industry for a long time. 20 years ago, I worked in the industry, and copyright, I remember it back then, and it's only gotten worse. So that's why I need to pick somebody's brain before I do this. So karaoke is allowed on YouTube. Oh, that's what I plan on doing, is like singing and dancing. I want to have it like playing in the background because I'm a performer. Like, honestly, you guys don't really get to see the real me because I force myself to sit and work while I do my streams. But normally I am singing, dancing, that's just what I am. And that's what I want to show on this birthday stream. So ban icky. Yep, no problem. Yeah, and I that's why I'm struggling with it, because yeah, Devin's here. Pioneers I'm from the radio family. That is see, and I find a lot of us writer creators started out kind of with radio or music background type oh my gosh, my dad writes music for TV and movies. It's part of the blood. That is so neat. See, and there's that kind of stuff that, like, I find that a lot of us that grew up with those kind of parents are more apt to be creative writers, and kind of like, I don't know if this goes for the rest of you, but I kind of like keeping my head kind of ducked away from all that chaos and all that drama that happens over there, simply because I know what it can be good for creative sense, but it also can be just as stifling. And copyright bans and that kind of stuff is the type of reasons why it can be stifling. So all right, we're gonna get back. It looks like we've got well, we got 10 seconds left on the chit chat clock. So we're going to reset this at 25 minutes. We're going to get the 25 minutes going. So, and I am so eager to see what everybody else is working on while we do these sprints. We are out of the box, people. We are, well, I think because I don't know about the rest of you, but my parents were so involved in the industry and what was going on that they kept me in kind of a box. And so when I turned 18, yeah, even though internally I was out of the box, I was forced to be in a box. So now that as an adult, I live a very different formatted life than most adults. The next sprint is going to be 20 minutes long. No, it's 25. I do 25 because for some reason 20 seems too short for me. So it's almost like I need that first 5 minutes to, it's okay, baby. I need that first 25 minutes or 5 minutes to kind of reset my head, and then I work for 20. So that's why I do 25. And you're formatting a book for a pal. Oh, that's grinding to the finish. I was going to say formatting books. That's not something that's easy to do. Sacco and BC, when they were working on finishing Flambeau, that was one of the things that they actually talked about on their streams, was about how difficult it was to format books. All right, so 25 minutes on the clock, and in 3, 2, 1, sprint. That is the first 25 minutes. Woo, Lordy. All right, we're going to reset this to 7. Get it going so that I don't sit and talk forever. And we're going to check back in with the comments. How did y'all do? My puppy dog needed a potty break, so that's what I ended up doing with that. After we came back in, I was able to basically reread the first half of the chapter I'm working on and be able to start on the simple little edits and redos. I scrolled down. I got to figure out where I am in the comments. My little puppy dog distracted me. This is going to be interesting. See, this is why I give props to all parents that have children. I don't know how you guys do it. Keeping track of my life just with having him go on potty break. I'm going crazy. All right. So I think this is where we were. Jack popped in. My dad's the other sort of radio people, the sort that doesn't talk when the red light is on. So he's the one that hides away in the booth. The sound booth boys, the ones that actually run the show, but you'd never even know. Yeah, and you got things done. Miss Leah got things done. I want to know what you got done. Up to chapter 13. Nice. That's right, because you're reformatting that book. Also fixed a weird glitch. Hey, and sometimes that's blessings in disguise right there. Having to find something that's kind of irritating you ends up helping you in the long run. You never know when that glitch might have come up again and you might have had to deal with it. So I'm working on the world building of Astoria via The Sims 4. That's another thing I find a lot of us creatives are into, either role-playing like D&Ds or Sims games. And I have 5 more minutes to analyze of the 8-minute documentary for school. You are just kicking it today then, girl. Damn. I'm sitting here proud that I took my dog on a potty break and got a little bit of my chapter done. And here you are kicking butt. Wow. Well, how did everybody else do? Anybody else get some progress done? I am basically redoing this whole bar scene that I was looking at because it's one of those little things that, like, I came to the end where they're about to leave and I realized somebody didn't have something that they came in with. I'm like, oh, I kind of need that to be there because it was a pertinent, like, there's so many little things that you have to remember. And I don't write books like normal people. Like, mine are referencing dreams that I have. So I'll get to a certain part of the dream and that thing will come back up and I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to put that in, that I need to remind, like, I don't know, I guess it's remind the reader that it was there or bring it back or whatever else. Oh, Charlie. Hello, Charlie. How are you? Thank you for popping in and saying hi. What are you working on today? Because I know you're a busy little bee yourself. My day was super unproductive. Really? Okay, we're not even going to compare. Because truthfully, the fact that you've been reformatting a book, you got to chapter 13, you've already fixed a glitch, now you're working on your Sims, you've got 8 minutes left of your documentary. I think you need to give yourself a little bit more credit for what you've gotten done today than you're giving yourself credit for. Self-care. Remind yourself that you've gotten a lot done, and even though you have stuff to do tomorrow, it's okay. I also set up Messenger on new computers so I can easily chat. Okay, so yeah, honey, you've been very productive today. Where are you going? Hi. Yeah, where are you going? You want to lay down there? Okay. Oh, by the way, for all of you that didn't know, I have my little one, my puppy dog, in today. His mommy had to work today. She just started her new job. So we're gonna this is gonna be a trial and error thing for this. So Jeannie, I haven't seen you in a little bit. I was wondering where you've been. Hello, lady. Hello, Miss Jeannie. If any of you know, for Miss Mavi and Miss Leah, Jeannie is also part of the little Authortube community. She's a really cool person. She's got great insight, and she's often on with us chit-chatting. She's very funny too. Charlie is answering comments and hopefully some space opera. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds absolutely intriguing, actually. I might have to look into space opera. That sounds wonderful, to tell you the truth. So, ooh, see, and this is why I love the Authortubes, because there's so much stuff that I have been introduced to. Considering I sang opera when I was younger, that's definitely something I want to look into. You've been busy with appointments. Oh, you're fine. I know you've been busy. You are super busy. You have a lot going on. It's just I've missed your face. That's all I have to say. I've missed your face. Conversation with you is nice. I love people that can have conversation because obviously I talk a lot. So that's just one thing I miss is our conversations. And you're bragging about the cookies you're making because then I get jealous and I just want cookies all day. So gonna take a little break to eat. Yes, please do. Self-care is very important. That actually might be something I do as well this next sprint because I do have to work at 2:00 and psychic work for 2 hours, doing reads for 2 hours. It can get a little exhausting today. Oh, by the way, Jeannie, I wanted to mention to you today, I believe the moon is in your sign, Cancer. So if you're feeling like a little more wanting to get out and about, that might be why you're having that pull to be more social. I'm struggling to find a nice 5-bedroom English cottage on the gallery. Dude, that would be, I would love that type of thing, but that would be impossible to find here in America. Gosh, see, that's one thing I'm so jealous of you guys. You guys have castles and you have such beautiful countryside. I mean, we have beautiful countryside too, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like your guys is a little bit closer to each other and you don't have to travel so far. But like to see the mountain, like only California is the place you can see the mountains, the desert, and the ocean in like one day. Everywhere else, you have to go for quite some time. Okay, well, that's the end of that 7 minutes. I'm going to hit up the last 2 comments, and then we're going to get back on the next 25-minute sprint. I've been missed. Yay! That makes me happy that I've been missed. Mavi, possibly helpful. The English wouldn't call anything with 5 bedrooms a cottage. They usually use that word to refer to small houses. That might help because I've noticed even with clients that have been trying to find places, just changing the terminology, even with jobs. Gosh, I just thought about that. Like I had one lady who was looking for an administration job and she ended up becoming an HR something. And it was she just had to look for a different job title. So yeah. How many bedrooms has an English usually got? I see you guys go ahead and go off with that in the chat because it's one thing I have no idea about. I'm so glad though that you guys get to figure. See, and this is just making me want to go to England. I want to go to Europe. I'm going to Europe someday. I swear to it. All right, we're going to add 25 minutes back on the stream. And we are going to get this going because I do have to end it today at 1:00, guys. I can probably go 15 minutes over, but I do got to end it early because I have to work at 2. So Wednesdays are the days that I have to keep the chatty under wraps. All right, and in 3, 2, 1, sprint. Oh, that was a horrible way of saying sprint. Oh, wow. Oops. Oops, y'all. Oh, that's what happens, isn't it? I get caught up in that whole, oh, I'm on a good part of my book and I'm writing it. And boom, what happens? I noticed we were at 1:30 and then I missed the timer. Look, everyone, I have a special someone who decided to join me this morning, Miss Sako Turner. Do you want to do a little intro, or we do have some new people in chat, so.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. If you are in the market for, well, marketing for authors videos, then I have a whole playlist of them on my channel, Sako Toomey Cass Voigt. And it's not just me talking, it's also BC Brown and Lisa Daly and Courtney Project and a bunch of other people. So please drop by. I would love to see you.
And I get so much information. Your last stream, and BC brought it, the last marketing stream. Her lion, her hair, she nailed that costume. So even if you don't go to get the marketing information, go to check out BC's amazing costume. Well, we had a couple people pop in. I'm going to check back in with the chat. I got to figure out where the heck I left off. Miss Leah is a new one for us. She's popped in. She's been having a good conversation with us. I'm back. A few minutes of sunshine. Yes, grab some food, self-care. I had to yell at her and make her give herself some credit, because she said she didn't get that much done, and she's been formatting a book. She fixed a glitch. She is looking for a cottage. There's so much work, girl. You need to give yourself some credit for what you've done. Devin eats some fish sticks.
I want fish sticks.
Devin always comes in with the food. Always.
It's a thing. It's a thing with Authortube. Like, the discussion invariably comes down to food.
Jack logging off to get food.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably because all of us forget to eat because we end up working so hard. Mint Ghost! Hello! It has been a long time since we last spoke. I have to agree. And guess who else is here? Miss Jeannie Noble popped in too. So she's been hanging out saying hi. Hope things are going well here. I'm going to use remaining time to clean. My friends might be coming over to carve pumpkins. So you're going to clean to make a mess. That's what that means, pretty much. And Jeannie said, did dishes, made some tea, and started working on the outline for another book. I now have 4 books to choose from for Nano, all with outlines already. So, are you trying to overwork yourself?
Pick one. Pick one and run with it.
Pick one. If you need some help picking some, I'm sure Sako and I would be more than happy to help you maybe get that down. And everybody's popping in to say hi to you. Jeannie, Miss Mavi, just in case.
Hi, Justin.
Hey, you. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Just in case is another new one for us. He's been for anybody who's new, he's been evidently in this field for quite some time. And I'm hoping to be able to pick his brain for a little bit of marketing information and background information and everything else with that. So, attempting another BookBub. What is that?
BookBub is a novel site community thing. So it's basically how a lot of people hear about new books.
Okay. So it's another one of those reference things that you can use.
Mm-hmm.
We are combining a few of us. Laugh. It's easy to do.
Yeah.
Is that one of those where you post your story to kind of get people's opinion on it before you know them?
No, it is marketing for yourself after you've written the book. Everything is 100% go. It's already released,
the next
and
step.
You just want to be featured on BookBub so that people know your book exists.
Okay. I get that now. Because there's so many different sites that you can use to do different things. So
Ooh.
just had a late lunch. Another one bringing in food. Rye bread with brie cheese.
And piccolo. Mm.
Brie cheese. Yeah. Wine, crackers, brie cheese.
Honey.
That's how you get me. Yeah, a little bit of honey or even bacon jelly.
Or bacon jelly.
Bacon jam. Yeah, you got me. No, I'm trying to decide which one to write. Working on the outlines for them helps me to make a decision.
Okay.
That makes sense, but still, you don't want to overload yourself or end up with one of those where the outline is almost similar for all 4 of them. You know what I mean? BB, email platform is how to advertise. They have millions of followers. Okay. See, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still on chapter 20 of writing my book. So,
oh, congratulations.
Thank y'all. I think how many words am I at? I'm at 35,000 words. So, we're still going. No straight up marketing. If you get a featured deal, you can make big money. Really? How does Justin Case feel about Book Bomb? Because I know BookBub. Because I know Justin is very much about like, don't worry about the marketing. Focus on the book. Make sure that you have
focus on the book.
Yeah, eating yogurt and fish. Ha! Really? Really? I will join you with my Cheez-Its since you're doing the goldfish crackers. I will join you with my Cheez-Its. So we can have cheesy yumminess. See, and then we've got Just in Case with his brie cheese and crackers and rye bread. And what are you going to do, Sako? You're out of the group. Okay.
I don't know. I still don't know what I'm going to have for lunch.
You have a ton of cheese. I know you still have a ton of cheese.
I do.
All right. Well, my chatty clock timer is up.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to the 25 minutes because I do have to keep to a schedule today, unfortunately. I got to be responsible.
Leah makes a good point. You're working on book 9. So, Lost Leader.
So advertise book 1. Yes. See? And that's smart. See, that's what I was thinking of doing since I have technically 3 books. Like once I finish the first book, I'll figure out how marketing goes while I'm working on the second book and then just kind of, I don't know. I have a plan, but we'll see if it even
I would love to talk to Leah a little more about her battle plans.
Well, Leah, Sako, definitely you two need to pick each other's brain.
Oh, that's excessive.
Wow. That's like 5 times what I make in a month. I can't do that yet. Not yet. Yeah, focus on the book. Oh, she says anytime. Well, you should find her on the socials. You guys could definitely be bringing that up. Talking about picking brains. I love it. This is what the Authortube community is about, making connections and picking brains. All right. 25 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, don't forget to mute yourself. 1, sprint! I tried to find a little more Halloweeny ghosty sound. I think it works a little bit. Sounds like a ghost tripping at you. All right, 7 minutes. I love it. The chat is just having full-blown conversation and I love it. And just in case experience, the book will market itself mouth to mouth. It will well written. Give yourself your heart, soul, and mind. Sako nai. Go ahead.
I believe that, and this goes along with branding and stuff like that, in that you brand yourself as an author and people will follow you as an author and what you write.
Yeah. See, and
I mean, like the books will have their own branding, right? But like the brand as you as a human being, like,
well, and you can go with a lot of mainstream authors that even did that. Like they
that's
branded
what I mean.
themselves.
Dan Brown is an excellent
Yep.
example, you know,
Yep.
like he branded himself and what he writes.
J.K.
And
Rowling for a minute.
J.K.
Branded
Rowling for
herself.
a hot minute.
Of course, it doesn't mean that ads, newsletters, and social media are in vain, but my experience, the outcome often doesn't reflect the many hours spent on it.
Yep.
You know, and that is actually an open debate that I would love to have one day on my channel. The difference, the people that say that advertising and everything, say just focusing on the book and everything else and finding this middle ground, finding this section in the center where both combine into a harmonious relationship. Once you reach a certain level, marketing can be a game changer. See, and that's what I was wondering.
But it's once you're established.
I would
Once
say
people know your brand.
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying there's got to be a bridge to that middle ground where the self-publishing merges into the mainstream publishing system without this divide that I seem to be finding within it. Oh, set up a hotel for the weekend. Oh, that new grandbaby, you get to see him. And got 497 words.
Little Lily.
Little Lily. Oh, I can't wait to see pictures. There's going to be so many pictures. I know it. Another approach can be to establish a history. For instance, Agatha Christie, who was still an unknown writer when she mysteriously disappeared, after Scotland's Yard search for her had made headlines, her books began selling big time. That's true. But I don't want to disappear to make money.
No, you shouldn't have to disappear to make money. However, having a backlog, you know,
I have a story. I have a pretty good story, I think, with my history. If anybody who ever wants to check it out, I have it under my guest appearances. I share my experience of crossing over in 2017. So, Mint Ghost. Okay, got a lot of housework done and did some writing. People are killing it today. Well, you know, we are in a Cancer moon with a Scorpio sun. So family, mental, emotional stability of the family and home life is so strong right now. I'm not surprised everyone is getting stuff done, like Ginny going to see her grandparents, Mint Ghost getting housework done. There's somebody else I know this morning that got housework done. So it's definitely that type of moon. If you need to do the chores, this is probably the time to do it. And it's good for chores and house cleaning with your own mental, I guess. So this conversation with Just In Case and Leah is awesome. And I'd like to hear Maviz if she was back here, because she has some experience over in the UK in the European publishing. And I would love to see I would love to have a little debate over those differences, like European, because didn't J.K. Rowling have some problem with that when she published
going from England to US?
Yeah,
it had to be translated.
Yeah, and she had to change the name of one of the books, wasn't it? It was the Philosopher's Stone instead of the whatever it ended up being in America. Put my book pub request in. Yes, half done with formatting. See, ooh, and I will work on housework later. Got the blood flow. Get the blood
Nice.
flowing. You know, I used to use vacuuming as a good excuse to get exercise. Seriously, because the house was so big, it literally took me like 20 minutes to 30 minutes to vacuum. It was a do it in heels. It's also a great way to practice dancing or walking in high heels. Put on stripper heels and vacuum your house, and you'll be able to walk in them in no time. Trust me. That was a little trick we used to have. So, Sako, what are you working on?
So far I've been working on catching up on WitchTober. I planned out my October and the beginning of November.
Nice. Your bullet journal.
Yeah. I have this guy, but it's not gonna get me all the way through to November.
I love your journals.
So I am doing it quarter by quarter, and that means October, November, December. And I had my husband print it out at work. I laid it out myself.
The creative way of making a bullet journal. I love that.
And this way I don't spend so much time hand drawing out the same thing over and over and over and over. If I feel like doodling, I will doodle. But so there's plenty of room in the margins. There's blank pages every once in a while in front of the weeks.
Nice. So you get to have a little bit of fun while you're being organized. See, and that's how you got to do it. If you're going to be organized and disciplined, you got to put a little bit of fun in it, or else it gets too hard. I'm too old for heels. No one's too old for heels, but it does work. It does. I know it. There's a lot of tricks to the trade when it comes to modeling, and that was one of them. A sad truth is that being a known soccer player, a royal person, or a serial killer in a maximum security prison sells, no matter the quality of the book. You know, and that's true. Like, how much money did O.J. Simpson make off of his book?
Yeah.
After he wrote his.
Yeah.
So, you're British. I don't know if Leah is British. I know Mavi is British, and she was in earlier. Gosh, help me with her first name. Jeannie! I think I need... Okay, so we got to get back to our sprint, but I'm going to cover the last two comments before we get back to it.
Okay.
I think I need to switch gears, plan out November today. Hubby is working late again tonight, so have plenty of time to get work done. I think that might be
good planning out November this week will benefit you if you're doing nano.
We forget November goes fast because of Thanksgiving. All right. Oh, hi, Spence. Hello, Spence.
Oh, yeah. Leia's from Michigan. Yeah.
Oh, she's from Michigan? I'm in the U.S. from Michigan. Nice. All right. We got to get back to the sprint. This is our last one. I got to work at 2:00. So it's one of those fun things. I love it. Everybody's saying hi to everybody in the chat. Hello, lovelies. Hello. Hello. You're going to show November. Planning right now. All right, everybody. Plan your November. Plan your November. I guess that's what we're doing this sprint. We all need to follow Sako's organizational lead and be on it like she is, because then maybe we can just put out a book like she is. You know. And in 3, 2, don't forget to mute yourself. 1, sprint! luckily that's the last one, because man, I totally missed that, didn't I? Oh, I got stuck on a scene. And I was playing it in my head, and I missed the timer. Oops. Sorry, y'all. How did you do, Sako?
I've been talking to Leah about her marketing plan and how she both writes and markets and how long she's been doing it and all of that jazz. And it's really inspiring.
Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, that's so awesome. Yes. This is what I love about our community: communication, networking, marketing, talks, sharing of knowledge. I love it. So we have a ton. Just in case has been popping in here with a lot of information here. With the European population is more than twice as large as the U.S. A huge difference between the US and the European market is that we have a long tradition of translating literature, which I find seems to be the problem, because I have the original version of War and Peace that was written kind of using Russian language or Russian dialect. And I found the American version is very different when I reread it. So smaller prints run due to many different languages. Because almost European editors receive submissions English language, it is easier for the English language authors to get published throughout Europe.
Yeah.
For Europeans who can't write in English, it's very difficult, I could imagine. You two did. Where did Ginny Noble leave?
Yeah.
Wait. She
had to
did have to bounce. Hope you all have an amazing day. Well, I love you, Ginny. We will talk later, I'm sure. I will see you somewhere, I'm sure. And Justin did 200 words in one.
And also chatted.
That's well, we could add up how many words you have in the chat to see how we could add to it. Chatting and formatting. I love it. So
I feel like I should be taking notes. Like,
probably should. For your marketing, for the next marketing talk.
Yeah, maybe.
Just thought about that. Had to take a very important phone call. I hope all is well. I hope it all turned out well. I hope it was for good things, good karma going that way with that, Spence. And Mint Ghost, I redid part of my website and true to my word, did some planning for November.
My website needs to be updated like whoa, because I thought I was going to be releasing my Anchor series this year, and that did not happen because my computer died.
Isn't it amazing what this wonderful Panera loveliness did to us for the year? Like, it threw off everything in regards to our plans. It was like, nope. Mother Nature's like, stop. Think again. You ain't doing what you want to do. I'm changing stuff up on you. I've been duking this a while. What have you been doing? You've been doing this.
Have been doing this a while, yeah.
I'm going to rebrand in January to pen my name. I think that's an awesome idea. That's an awesome idea.
I would love to talk you through that. That'd be super cool.
I was gonna say maybe, and that might kickstart you, put a little fire under your butt to redo yours too while she's doing hers.
Hey, my brand is fine. I just
not your brand, but
update my website.
There
because
you go.
My schedule is my 5-year plan just like went out the window when my computer died.
Oh, when the computer died. I know what that's like. I think it all turned out well, and I did gag while on the line, so there's that.
Yay, not gagging.
Nice. And but I'm still learning. I started watching live sprints a few months ago. It's really helped my energy. I get so much more done when I hang out with others.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I found Sako. It started with Savvy, then it went to Sako, and now I have Devin Cuttings. Leah, if you haven't checked out Devin Cutting, speaking of the devil, he has his entire channel is all about writing sprint playlists, and it's even to the point he's so on it to the point that I've actually gone onto his list and went, oh, I have a sprint today. That's right. Oops. So his list is definitely helps in more ways than one, but I set up my entire day. I found Sacco there, I found BC there, I found Lauren Nettles, Lisa Daly, HK Darkwood, Meadow. There's so many, Morgan. There's so many that are on there that do these sprints, and yeah. So writing can be a serious, lonely business. Devin Cutting, he is amazing. There's so many things that Devin has helped me with in regards that he has no idea, just because he's been the spider web, like the central hub, other than Sacco. Sweet. I did take some screenshots of the marketing thing though, that you and everyone did on the Twitter. Oh, I almost just wanted to screen record the whole thing.
I mean, like, it is forever up on YouTube, so
Yep.
if you want to rewatch it, you can.
Well, don't say that. No, YouTube is. I think YouTube can be finicky sometimes, considering they decided to unsubscribe people all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. That also reminds me, double check your subscriptions, everybody, because there are some subscriptions that I lost, and I guess YouTube did that fun thing where they went through and thought, oh, well, you're not going to be subscribed to this person anymore. So just double check your subscriptions and make sure you're still subscribed to the people you want to be subscribed to.
The Togwaddle is a hero among Authortubers. I absolutely agree.
All right. Well, Sacco, would you like to do your outro? Because I, unfortunately, as much as I want to hang out still, I do have to go do the real job. So,
howdy, neighbors. I'm Sacco Toomey, also known as Cass Voight. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. If you are interested in videos that pertain to marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel, Sacco Toomey Cass Voight. And it's not just me talking, it's also people like BC Brown and Lisa Daly and Courtney Project and a bunch of others. So please drop by sometime. I would love to see you. And thank you for having me on here, Kibby.
oh, you're very well. Thank you for coming. I always enjoy you on my chat. You're calming energy that grounds me a little bit more, so I don't go crazy. So, but I have 20 minutes, and I know I got clients waiting for me. Good job, everyone. Oh, thank you. And I will. Oh, and just a heads up to everybody, because I don't want to step on any toes. I did not know Lisa Daly used to have the 11 o'clock slot on Wednesdays. She took a break, so I slid in. I'm probably going to be shifting my time to more like 5 o'clock after work. I think there's a little loophole there that I have to double check Devin's list and make sure. But I don't want to step on anybody's toes, and Lisa's been around for a while. So I just, to everyone's a heads up, double check the time of my Wednesday stream next week, because it might change. All right. And we're going to call it a day. Hope you all have a wonderful, eventful, fun day. And thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.